welcome to this very special episode of What You Think. Uh, as usual, you're joined by your host today, me, Momo, and Jang. But today we have a very special guest. His name is CK Calvin Kwa. What do you want? Mr. K, Mr. Kwa, what do you want your pseudonym or nickname to be?
Let's just say Mr. How do you call yourself?
Momo.
Oh, Jang. Mr. Kwa. Let's say Mr. Kwa.
It's the core.
And today we have a very special guest. It is a person who binged Money Heist in a week during his exam period. Please, can we give a warm round of applause to Mr. Kwa?
Warm round of applause. Actually, Mr. Calvin.
Yay.
Mr. Calvin, I think. Okay, yeah.
I will just call you
No.
Calvin lah for
So yeah, today we're gonna have a very special episode. We're gonna talk about the first part of the final season, I think, or the final. Yeah, I hope it's the final one. I don't know what the fuck they want to go rob next. God damn it. Of what people call Le Casa de Papel, which to the English audience is called Money Heist on Netflix for all the inverts who don't speak other languages. So yeah, we're just gonna talk generally, full of spoilers. I don't know what Mr. Kwa is doing. This is a video. I do hope you remember that, which
Uh,
will live on Mr. Sundar Pichai's platform for all eternity. So yeah, I'm gonna pass it off to Mr. Kwa first. I just want your general thoughts about the season. What you think of the first part of the final season of Money Heist?
okay. Thanks for the introduction, Momo. I think a overall I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. I
Wow,
think
that's high.
I think it's not bad. Like it's actually not bad if you compare to other movies. Like people like there's a joke saying we would all in Netflix because the Netflix productions are just so good. But like
Are they though?
but like yes they are okay
You think
compared
Netflix
to other
produces
ones.
quality content? Okay, you haven't seen
But
their movies, have you?
okay, never mind. Okay, but perhaps maybe I had a little too high expectation on Money Heist. That's why I think yeah. Otherwise, could have been 10. Like I was expecting more from it because, but like I just can't like there's not much there's not much room for surprises.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
like how what else can they think of, right? Like they have run out of tricks already. I'm pretty sure. Like yeah.
So much like the
So far,
characters, the writers are backed into space and they're getting shot because they have nowhere else to run and they've been vaulted in by
yeah.
Gandia. So yeah, that's very interesting. I can't wait to hear more about what you didn't like or how they could have improved a bit more. But yeah, I'm gonna pass it to Jang. What did you think of the episode at the season very generally?
Overall, I thought the season was really
Very
good.
nice.
They continued a lot of, yeah, very nice. They continued everything that I loved about Money Heist from the seasons before. It was very entertaining, and they actually improved a lot, like on
I agree.
something that Momo has touched upon, that the professor has a plan for everything. And this one there's no well, the plan's falling apart, like actually falling apart. So yeah, it's really nice to see them actually be challenged and don't and not know what to do. And yeah, this there were a few parts in the season where I felt like they were kind of like running out of things to do, so they were buying time with with some scenes. But
Mhm.
overall, I like the whole flow of the story, and I really can't wait for the next season. I really want the next season.
December
Yeah.
3rd, I believe. So we'll see each other again in
Yes.
3 months. So yeah, if I could just generally say, I was a huge fan of the. I think Jang turned me on to the first season of Money Heist. He told me what Money Heist. I was like, okay, I don't want anything on Netflix. Rather than rewatching The Office and Parks and Rec again and again and again, might as well try something new. And I absolutely, I think I loved the first two seasons. I thought they were quite tight, storytelling wise. It was very fresh, innovative. It wasn't afraid. to kind of go fantastical. I like the larger themes, but then we start to go into season three. Season three I thought was all right, but it felt like the show was so successful, so come, let's go make a sequel, correct? And then season four I thought was really. I was not a fan of season four because everything, like Jang alluded to earlier, I've said this multiple times. It always goes, "Oh, the professor has a plan." Like he could be, his legs could be broken, and they go like, "Oh, I had a plan the whole time. I had bionic legs, or something far-fetched and dumb," and it just ruined the suspense, right? And just it started to get very stale. The same formula over and over again. The ENI, I believe they're called the police. They're just a bunch of idiots. Especially what's his name, Colonel Tamayo. So just it felt like a Scooby Doo show or anything, where the villain just keeps on getting thwarted at the end. There was no stakes, but I'm happy to report that with this season especially, I felt the stakes were there because, as Jang alluded to earlier, the professor's plan was fucked. Sierra was a great foil to the whole thing, and it was nice to see them on their own. And technically, I'd say the show has never been better action wise, acting wise, writing wise. I'd say so, but there are still a few flaws, not quite as strong as the first two seasons for me personally. But yeah, I'm quite interested to hear about what Mr. Kwa didn't like in particular. How it
Uh,
could have gone from a
can you
9.
make your mic louder actually,
It's
Momo?
soft. Have,
No, it's
have I
soft as
been?
fuck. I don't know about you, but
I have to put on my
What the
earphones.
fuck?
yeah, I
Uh,
blasted my mic to full
is this
volume and
better?
I.
Is this better?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Now I need to bring you down.
that's all right. Okay.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot people said I had like my mic quite poor. Okay. Should I repeat my point or should I just up it in the editing?
No,
Up it in
just
the edit.
go to the part when you're gonna ask Kwa
Yeah,
about
Oh yeah, okay.
that's awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, Mr. Kwa, I'm very curious to hear, since you gave this like a 9 out of 10, I'm curious to hear what would have pushed it to a 10 out of 10. What did you feel the season fell short on, please?
Well, that's a really good question. I think one thing I'm quite a little bit concerned is that like they had a lot of flashbacks and what irritated me was that none of the flashbacks actually like make a scene. I would expect like all of those flashbacks, like let's say the Tokyo's flashback with his her ex-boyfriend, or like
A
make
dead boyfriend, not really ex.
okay,
Got
her dead
shocked.
boyfriend. I would expect all of them to like I would expect the director to connect all the dots and like make everything make sense, but I I feel like there's a bit too much of those, and because it really made it a bit draggy, and
Mhm.
it's a bit extra, yeah.
That's why the first two seasons, in my opinion, was so good because it was so tight, right?
Yeah, it was tight. This one is like they ran out of ideas. I think they are just
But
finding fillers to, yeah.
I
What?
would disagree. I would disagree with you because I think the Tokyo flashbacks in particular, I was like, it made her when she died at the end. Did she die? Maybe we'll see at the end later, but it made it all the more
what.
impactful, right? She
Mm,
probably died, right? The grenades. And that's the only thing I can see. But another flashback that initially I was a bit like, oh god, this is just another way for people to get Berlin back in the show, right? Because everybody likes Berlin.
yeah, I love
Uh,
yeah, I love Berlin.
so, when his flashback came on, I was like, okay, what the hell are they doing? Can we just get to the money heist? But then I really enjoyed the heist they had in episode 4, I believe. That was a nice sidetrack to the whole thing. And I'm just gonna get the floor's opinion. We're gonna see the sun, right, in the next volume. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
He's gonna
If not,
save
what
them.
was the
Yeah,
point?
yeah, right.
Yeah,
He's gonna we're
yeah.
gonna see it at
I'm,
the end.
I'm sure Berlin's flashback will make sense, but also one thing is like I feel like there's a few things doesn't really make sense. For example, like when the helicopter
Oh,
landed
okay.
on the farm,
Hmm.
like how did they get away so easily, right? Like wouldn't you, let's say you're the police, wouldn't you like leave a few bodyguards
A
at the
squad.
farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like wait for everything to clear, then only retreat. But like I don't
They
know.
follow the red Volvo.
Yeah, it's
He could follow. We need the
a
whole
bit
task
too good to
force.
be true. Yeah,
They need to protect.
attack. All in.
They need to protect their position and follow the professor or
squad.
whatnot. I know, I get what you mean, but I mean, to be fair, Money Heist has a lot of those fantastical moments where you just kind of had to take a step back and go, okay, fine, is it still entertaining? Yeah, sure. But yeah, I'm gonna pass it to Mr. Jang first. Um, n- Give us some of your negatives, please.
I only have two really small negatives. Like one
Wow,
is Sierra's water breaking. Like
that
I
was
don't
so
know.
obvious.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Mm. I'm
Like
just
even when the fourth season ended and she found the professor, like I think maybe a week after I finished watching that, I was just like, how could he get out? And it's like the water's gonna break, isn't it? So I already knew
Thank God
like
it wasn't all part of the plan.
yeah, if it was
I
all part of the plan, I'd be like,
inseminated
what
you
the
9 months
hell?
ago. Very well timed.
So that was it's kind of like a oh I knew, but that's fine. It's really
The way it was
small.
done
And
was well done.
yeah, like it was really like she didn't want to release the professor and all of them, but you could see like really she waited till the last possible second to do it. So like that was like okay. Good. And
Oh,
then
that,
the other thing that I not really a problem, but it's the whole Berlin heist thing. It was a very nice heist, but I really just wanted to get down to like how they get the gold out of the
Mm.
place. They haven't even started. Like the gold has been sitting
Still
yeah.
there
being
for
melted. It's still being melted, yeah.
yeah, the whole season the gold has not moved. It's literally the same thing. So I really wanted them to move forward with the goal instead of telling this Berlin story, but I get that it will be useful for the final season. And it was interesting. It was definitely interesting, but move the gold, man. So yeah, that was the only two things that that was kind of like um I didn't really like. Yeah.
For me, I'd say I totally agree with you. And even some of the character flashbacks, I was just like, oh my god, come on, let's just get to the heist. I just want to know. That's why when season 5 came out, just like, okay, I just want to know what happens, you know. But at least it kept me hooked. And also, it's very money heisty of it. You know, whenever there's like a big fight suddenly, and then they're like, oh, let's have a romantic moment here. You know what I mean? Oh, we must kiss all the way of fighting. I'm just like, you guys are
Okay.
bloody amateurs at times, aren't you? And I guess a lot of things do take me out of it. You know, some of uh, Van Gandia especially. Really, they just left him like that. If I was him, I'd like put a bullet in his knee or something so he can't go back in. Or I don't know, is there a way to like shut his mouth up or something? There had to be a better way, right?
There's something really wrong with Gandia. Like there's something, and I think that was a point. But like, oh my god, that guy, he's so broken.
when
Like,
when
Speaking about
he
negatives, I don't get the point of when everything was intense at the back, then suddenly Denver's cousin confessed to him. What was that scene about? What was that scene for? Like,
they're all gonna die, ma. So might as well just say I love you. Why
not
not,
not
right?
to
no,
me,
like,
it was more for the fact that Denver and Monica, their relationship is kind of
Hancho.
breaking. The heist is really breaking their relationship. So this is just
Cincinnati.
adding fuel to the flame, making it worse, just getting worse. Just
oh,
but and
But
usually I know that usually like what Momo say, why talk about this now where we're in a tight spot? But
it's Money
to
Heist.
me, what else, when would be a better time? Because like if they get out to the rest of the team, they are all going to be doing stuff, moving. There's no time they'll be sitting together like that, and like they are just aiming their guns. Like what do? You can't, it's like just standing there won't do. Might as well make some conversation and create some story. So yeah, that was the purpose
that,
to me lah. That's what I think it
I don't know
was.
why
that's true.
Not Denver, Rio took so long to punch the hole. They could have got instead of trying to break the safe or whatnot with the I can't remember the gas. That was dumb. Or everyone should have just worked their best to try and follow Rio. I'm sorry, Rio. Get that hole and get Tokyo and the gang out.
Yeah, but
So
that's another thing that I find positive about Money Heist is that the suspense when it was happening,
suspense
like
is there.
Rio was drilling and they were trying to weld through the door and they were all screaming trying to get in. I was like, drill,
It
you
was the
bastard,
last, yeah,
drill!
the
It's
last.
like she's just there, just drill, like he just drill a hole and he's like, hey, how are you? And they're like, stop saying hi, drill. Yeah, and yeah,
Yeah,
I know it would have been better if more people helped Rio, but Rio kind of
Well, no,
did that
that's
on
just
his
been.
own. He didn't tell anyone that he's down there drilling. And Monica was high as a kite, so she can't help. Helsinki is down, and the others are no, actually, what's her name? Lisbon wasn't doing anything, to be honest. Yeah, she could have helped, but
Yeah,
nah, but
yeah.
in the spur of the moment, with everything happening and everybody's just trying to get in, like I don't think they were thinking straight. So I kind of like it's okay, but at least to me it made sense because Rio got to say goodbye to Tokyo, so that's why he was alone to do the drilling so that he can her one last
Tokyo
time.
was a real G. She gave the green light.
Yeah.
Get
Oh.
another, get another girlfriend or boyfriend. But yeah, I think that's a good way to pivot to what we loved about the season. And I think going off your point, the last 20 minutes or 30 minutes of the final episode was so strong. Everything was just firing on
Yes.
all cylinders. I didn't expect them to kill Tokyo, right? Did anyone expect that?
Yes. No, I didn't. But
No,
oh
That was
man.
shocking. I was like, oh, she's gonna find a way out, right? I mean, who else is narrating this? The hell is going on? The fuck is going on? I was
yeah.
actually silent when it ended. I was like, huh, wow, this show has the balls cojones because since they didn't kill Arturo at the midpoint of the season, I was like, come on, should have killed him. Nah.
Yeah, should have killed him.
Or at least the least they could do is to play the Bella Ciao song when Tokyo got shot.
Mm.
I was kind of disappointed they
No
didn't.
Bella Ciao. You wanted
Yeah,
the Bella
no,
Chows.
You
no
want the
Bella
Bella
Ciao,
Ciao?
no Bella Ciao, no Bella Ciao this
There's not
time.
much time for singing. You see, a woman just gave birth at the control center. Everyone's trying to drill. You think what Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao. What was it? Also, speaking of the last like 20 minutes also because it was really strong, I love the moment with the baby, we all could use a bundle of joy. I thought, oh, this was such a beautiful moment. So for me, the last episode was just brilliant. If season 5, volume 2 can keep up with the quality of the final episode and just go non-stop with that, I think we're in for a really, really nice
Yeah,
conclusion to Money Heist.
especially when Tokyo got shot, I
Oh, the
still
snipe.
didn't think she was gonna die.
Yeah.
The only point where I was 100% sure she was gonna die was when they started playing really sad music
Mm.
and they started flashing to the boyfriend and Rio and oh that but it was, yeah, you're right, it's a really strong ending and they just really did everything right with Tokyo with that final episode, like just to show it her whole story as a whole. And
Make it
I
more
like
sad when she
yeah,
goes
one of
by.
her lines was like she will never end up in a prison cell, which yeah,
So that
there's
muscle
only
will be
two
free.
ways it's gonna go. It's either she's gonna die
She
or
dies on her own
she's
accord. Mm.
yeah, she's probably gonna die. Yeah,
No,
that's
that
the way
means
she's gonna go.
why have Gandia just shoot you or put you in jail when you can take that fucker out? I'm so happy he died. I was
Yeah,
very
I'm so
satisfied.
happy he died.
Like,
Yeah, no, like even in the after the first heist, Tokyo
mm,
was on the island with Rio. She wasn't happy after a while. Like, of course, the first few months she was happy, but
adrenaline
after
junkie.
yeah, after a while, that the only way for her story to end was for her to die, which I think they told it perfectly at the end. And with the flashbacks to the boyfriend, I know like yeah, it's the boyfriend, and we know that he died, but it kind of filled in that space because in the start of the first season of Money Heist, she was already with Rio, and you never saw how she got over her boyfriend. She just kind of just got over him
Mhm.
like instantly. So this one I like that they went back and showed that she was, it caused her a bit of
Broken up.
grief.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was really, and she's like she said she had another life with Rio, and she just wanted to keep going. And yeah, it was a perfect end to her story. Yeah,
Well, yeah. What else would she have done? If she got out, then she will just do something crazy again, right?
yeah,
So
it's gonna
might as
happen
well,
again. It's not gonna stop until she dies. So
might as
yeah.
well kill
Yeah,
that Gandia, that son of a bitch. Why not? How about you,
Exactly.
Cole? What did you
that
absolutely love
punta
about
about love about.
the season as a whole?
Uh, I mean, I love everything, just except for like those.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us now.
uh, in particular, I think I would say the baby is just a miracle. I saw it coming, but I didn't really expect it to happen at that moment, at that crucial moment, and like at that point, like when they raised the white flag, they
Mm.
literally had everything happened within that 1 hour. Like the
Oh yeah,
entire last few episodes are just that one
it's barely
tiny
an
little
hour.
time
Yeah.
frame,
Mhm.
and like when Lisbon knew the professor was still alive, I mean, like, wasn't with the police,
Oh,
like, how did she, I mean, like,
logic.
but she knew that the professor was
Sierra.
with Sierra. Like, what does dragging it by like one hour or 2 hours, what can it help, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
if the baby thing didn't happen,
Yeah.
but I guess.
You're going off that point. My favorite, sometimes in Money Heist, they always do that. I actually agree with you on your negatives. Like the whole way Masaya escaped was a bit far fetched. Like he landed the helicopter. I was thinking he just like sneak in with the sheep. And I was expecting that. Like, where did this idiot go? I was expecting him to, in Star Wars where Luke goes in the Tauntaun, so he's wearing a sheep costume and then he just takes it off. I was like, that's what I was expecting. But I really like that
I was
nice
expecting him to what is that? Just yeet. He
hide
just jump
underground.
out of the plane, like maybe put it on autopilot or something, and then they're just like, oh, we're following it. It's going, and then like, why is it just crashing? And then it just crashes, and then they're just like, oh lol. But then he like jumped out maybe like an hour before already, and he's long gone. That would have been like, oh, but yeah, that didn't happen.
But yeah, my favorite twisty twist, like, oh, we all had it planned was when they got Tamayo with the handcuffs. I was like, hey, okay, that's smart. That's a good, not bad, not bad. Okay, boleh. But I was thinking, if we want to think about, I think one of the more fun things we can speculate about with this show is, talking about game, right? The cat and mouse game between the police and the what do you call them? The Dalis? What do we call them? I forgot. The money
The
heisters?
commandos?
No, the gang. What do we call the red shirt gang? The Dalis,
Uh,
right?
yeah,
What's their name?
Dalis or
I can't
something.
remember.
Yeah,
But let's call
Dalis or
it the
something
Dalis.
like that. Yeah.
The,
Or the Professor and Lisbon.
or
Yeah,
you could say
let's
the capitalist and socialist.
not really capitalist, more so about,
The
authoritarians, fascists, but that's a discussion for another time. Uh, did I really wish the professor leaked the Tamayo information because they didn't hold their promise, right? With the bomb squad. What do you guys think about that? Professor just leak it lah. Ask Pakistan to leak it. Tamayo is gone, he's out of the tent, and then they'll be scrambling for a while. Unless it's even worse because they'll bring in the army. What do you guys think? Just leak it anyway? Or
No, I
put the
think that's their whole over Tomayo. That's why the whole
that's the only leverage they have.
season, yeah, the whole season, like Tomayo's been threatening to go in with the army. So finally they have something that will stop him. So yeah, I think they're just gonna hold on to that card for as long as they can. Before as long as that's there, he's not gonna come in. Yeah.
How about you, Kwa? What do you think? Leak Tamayo or not?
I don't really have an opinion on this.
For my logic, I was just thinking, if I was in Tamayo's shoes, I'm fucked either way. They are going to leak it. They have the audio. If they get out or they die, I'm fucked either way. You know what I mean? So I might as well just go send in a bomb and try to kill them. You get what I mean? Catch my drift?
Yeah, but yeah,
What are
I
you
don't know,
thinking,
man.
Kwa? That's the
No,
only
no,
trump card they have. Don't use it, right?
yeah. If Tomaya comes to that realization, yes, but I don't. He's
Oh
just scared
yeah,
at this point. He's just like no. So maybe
I
he might
just
come
love
to his
that.
senses, but
I
I
just
don't
love that
think he
he's
will.
his own downfall, which is
oh yeah.
beautifully poetic. That's nice.
All at the end, all of the hostages are out, right? At the top.
No, they went back in.
No. They went back in, but they didn't get out.
Masuk balik.
Masuk
But
balik, really?
speaking, yeah, they did because you
Oh,
saw them at in the room. I think I'm pretty sure they went back in after they managed to death from
Yeah,
above. If I was,
that's the thing with the whole Tokyo scene and everything. It kind of wiped your memory of everything else that was going
Mhm.
on, which was
It was
kind of
such a
funny
strong
because
way to
no, there was one guy at the staircase. He shot at the snipers and he got
Marines. Yes,
yeah
something like that.
I forgot his name, but he died on the stairs and
He
nobody
didn't
cared.
die. I don't think
He
he
didn't
died.
die. I thought he fell down the stairs and died. Oh, but
No, but he took off his
oh
mask and he was
yeah.
still breathing. So I
Matthias.
assumed he was
Matthias.
alive.
People forgot about him. So they
Well,
like literally they're just like nobody wondered where he is. They're all just like, oh well.
one thing really confused me. Like, Professor have already told them that they would attack from the top, right? why was everyone still rushing to the top
Because that was the only
meet-
advantage.
to meet them?
Because they had them surrounded on all sides, so the only way was to get them from the top and try to flank them from above. Because they had them on the left and the right. No?
Then wouldn't they like? Shouldn't they like?
They should have thrown a
Then-
grenade, if anything.
Yeah,
yes,
grenade.
yes. That
Just
is
go rain
yeah.
grenades down that hole. I was
Like-
thinking,
yeah,
like,
that
wouldn't
that was another point that I was thinking about. Why didn't they
Yeah.
just grenade the hell out of that corner
Yeah.
that they were in? Like just chuck everything you
No,
have
not even
there
the corner
and
from the
rocket
top.
it.
Just do it from the top. Just whee. Bombs
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, but no, but that one was they were in a row and
Mm.
they were walking towards the
Yeah.
museum, remember? So
Mhm.
like yeah, I think it made sense for them to jump down, but I'm surprised that all of them didn't kill more of them because they're all standing in a row just shooting, you can get it.
Can we talk about
But,
the chicken?
Oh lol.
That was
And then
the
that guy who
funniest.
put the pin back into the grenade, I was like, oh god, this guy.
Professional. I was hoping. I feel like it would have been more suspenseful if they just threw the chicken. They'd be like, "What nefarious scheme do they have planned?" And then they have to like open up the chicken, check all the breast meat and everything. Is it in the bone?
No,
Instead of
but,
putting the
but
grenade in the chicken.
basically
Huh?
Tomayo just asked the Suicide Squad to go in because
Yeah.
they're all like they're not professional at all. They're just
just
all
weirdos.
crazy. Yeah, they're all crazy. I don't understand why
And
they
then you
call
have
those guys
Gandia
like-
as well.
Yeah, and Gandia. No, Gandia made sense because he knows the
He needs
layout
vengeance. He
and
wants
without
to-
him
yeah.
they couldn't have closed the
The
door to
door.
the museum. So like
I mean,
yeah, makes sense to bring him back. But
You
like,
want to add
still,
another Wacko? There you go.
yeah, there you go.
But very satisfying. But I was just curious. Did you guys feel satisfied at the end of the volume part one? I should say, or volume one. I was satisfied. I thought it was a really powerful note to end on. And knowing that it's only 3 months away, fine, I can wait. You know,
I think
if it was like
they-
6 months away, I would have been pissed. But 3 months, yeah, I can wait.
I think they should have answered more questions, like how like gave us more clues about the goal, or like the director said they were going to explain why Nairobi's death will make
Oh,
sense.
Nairobi.
Yeah, they were saying that Nairobi's death will make sense in this season, right? Something like that. I
I
think I
don't
read
keep
something
up with the Le Casa de Papel news.
Oh, okay. But like, yeah, they should have answered more. Like, gave us more hints on
How they're gonna get out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of agree, but I like that they told us that they plan to get the goal out using the switch. So at least they gave us something about the goal for
They-
one.
know it can get
though.
out.
But that was from Professor, right? Professor telling Sierra, right? But
Yeah.
was that true though? I
think so,
he was
'cause he
just
said- Because he said the stormwater was the only plan A, right?
Yeah, Lisbon said that too. So if it was
Mhm.
just a professor, I would be sketchy. But
think? Yeah.
yeah, but
Lisbon
since
agreed.
Lisbon said it and everything, I kind of think that's the only way out. Like that's
Yeah,
why
but-
they don't have a plan B for once because there's no possible other way.
I mean, like they could get a go out, but how are they going to get themselves out?
Follow the tunnel. Whee! They have to melt themselves like Sandman and then build them together. How? Yeah, I'm actually curious. What was their plan to get out? They're surrounded from top, bottom, left, right. But it's Money Heist. The professor probably had a plan to get them out.
Yeah, there's probably a plan, but I'm just happy that I know how the gold's getting out. At least out of the people and the loot, at least the loot's way out is confirmed already. But the people way out, okay, like give some suspense for the next season. They can't tell us everything. So
I had this as the second question I wanted to ask you all after our general thoughts, but I think I'm gonna bring it up now. What do you guys think the ending will be? Will it be a sad one or a happy one? Because I'm starting to think that they can get the gold out and they'll tell the people, go take gold, this is your gold, and then they'll all just die in the bank. That's what I'm thinking. I don't see a happy ending. It just so many people died that there's no cause for celebration. You get what I mean?
yes, I kind of because the main most of the only two left from the main
Denver and Rio.
Denver and Rio, those are the two last
And they were not
guys
really
left.
main.
Tokyo was the main, Nairobi was your main, Palermo was not the main, Berlin was the main. Yeah, really? Not
Yeah,
many
but
people
to
left.
me, this doesn't matter. But I think Rio and Denver, no, I think Rio really deserves to get out after everything, all the torture and everything. He should. I would like to see him get out and just like get out like he's no longer part of Heist. He just took his money and left it alone and
I mean, like
had another life like what Tokyo wanted for
Tokyo.
yeah,
him. That would be nice, but if he dies in the bank, that would be a bit sad. But yeah, that's the only guy that I really want
Great
to get
rescue
out.
plan, huh?
yeah. After all, the whole season 3 onwards was to save Rio, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so like it would be
Everything
pointless
started.
if Rio dies.
Yeah,
I think Denver, someone is going to be there for Cincinnati. Who we have no idea, but someone will.
Yeah, and Lisbon. Yeah, I mean like
Well, she
the
needs to
professor's love of
she needs
his
to go bang
life.
with the
She
professor.
needs to go out. Yeah.
I like
So
Palermo in this one, I'll say. In this season, just to add, because in the third and the fourth season, he was just a bit of a dick, you know. I'm taking over this heist. But
oh yeah,
here
he's
he's a
just an
good
idiot.
team. Now he's a good team player.
Yeah.
So
Now
good,
he's
good on
back.
you.
He's
Good on
back.
you, Palermo. But yeah, so we all think it's gonna be a sad-ish ending, right? But still somewhat triumphant. They're not all gonna die and go. Well,
Yeah,
that's the end of
that
Money
would
Heist.
be yeah, that would be pretty sad if they just all die. It would be like, oh, okay.
But yeah, my next thing that I'm just curious about is we saw Sierra is definitely up to something, right? She's not.
yeah, for
But
sure.
what does she have to gain, right? Her name is fucked. Unless she's gonna show everyone all the videos she made, her birth
Mm.
videos, the
Have you
iPhone footage with the
have you
tripod,
have you
the
agreed
selfie stick.
that Sierra was Tatiana?
Ah,
Wasn't there a speculation about
they look similar,
Alicia was Tatiana? No,
but that doesn't make sense. They look similar, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I
it doesn't
don't
make sense.
yeah, it's a bit weird. No, but I don't understand what she wants to do. Like she's
The
given
best
birth
thing
and
she can do
she's
is get the
wanted.
money
Like
Yeah, the best thing
otherwise,
she can do is just take a chunk and leave. But
and go with her
other
baby.
but in the final episode, she went into the bathroom and I think she
Mhm.
took like a scissors or something and put like what's the plan?
yeah,
If
but
I was,
otherwise,
Why?
why does she hate Professor so much?
they humiliated her, I think. So
No,
she
I
still
think it's the
wants that
same reason
glory.
as Lisbon. It's just he's breaking the law and she wants to bring him to justice and same thing. But I think like Lisbon,
But
she's gonna realize that
no, but
what's
with
that?
Lisbon, there was this moral center. With this one, I think it's more about ego, if anything. The way she
Mm.
felt disrespected by Tamayo. With Lisbon, she felt betrayed. This one is more about disrespect, I think. But I think she should come to her senses. If I were Marseille and the old guy, I'd hold the baby really tight. You come near us,
Yeah,
siap.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so that's why how could she even do anything because she not only has to protect herself, she has to protect a baby and she just gave
Mhm.
birth, which is like it's a whole thing like people need to rest after that happens, but she's up and about walking like she's probably weak and she's got a baby and she wants to stab someone with the scissors. What's the plan? So
yeah.
yeah.
So
I,
Sierra
I,
might do something to them, but yeah,
I think she might do something, but she wouldn't be a threat. I'm pretty sure Professor would have expected it, and and
it's a
do some
contingency.
precautions. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't think she would be like a whole episode about how Professor trying to get out from her again. That would just be kind of like extra because
Redundant. Mm.
yeah, yeah, redundant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had a really interesting thought. Do you think she's gonna contribute to the team? Because you notice there was one point where she was about to talk to the professor, but the professor was like, "Fuck off." At the end, remember when Tokyo was about to die? Like Sierra reached out with her hand to the professor's arm, but
Oh yeah, but that's the thing. With Tokyo's death was so intense, you kind of forget
forgot
about all
everything.
the.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you really forget everything. Yeah, I remember that scene, but yeah,
So I wonder
I
if
don't know
she's
what it
gonna come up
means.
with a good plan. They'd be pretty unstoppable, I'd say.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'd say this was overall so far a really bad heist compared to the first one. So tight, so simple. When they had everything planned out to a T, this one is like, oh, we'll just take a plan that Berlin and Palermo thought of, which might be the two most unhinged people you could borrow a plan from. So they really fucked up there. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
people are
have.
dying throughout the heist. Like with the
Mm,
first heist, I think it was Oslo, one of the big guys, and
mm. Berlin
Denver's
Berlin.
also.
father, Denver's
Mm,
father, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and Berlin, yeah, those three died. Like, but they would die near the end when
mm.
like
Everything
things
already
were
went off
ending.
without a hitch.
Yeah, but this one we lost Nairobi and then now Tokyo, and like I don't even know where the end is, so this is not going well at all.
Speaking of the first two seasons, I wonder if they cause inflationary pressures on the Spanish peso,
No,
printing all the money. Why not?
no,
Why?
no.
Why?
uh, it's negligible to the money supply first. Second,
Okay.
trying to go down to the economics. Actually, money printing doesn't cause inflation. What
Oh,
causes inflation is supply disruptions, like lockdown.
oh. Okay.
Yeah, because after all, inflations
So
are
you're
caused
saying
by
these huge stimulus checks are not causing inflation in the slightest?
it does maybe a little bit, but after all, inflations are caused by inflationary
Expectations.
expectation,
Mm.
right? So as long everyone expect this amount of inflation, then it should realize. Yeah.
Yeah,
But you're not
then
treating.
but actually, what happened to Denver's dad's share? Did they give it to Denver or was it
Probably
split?
Denver or money lah. I don't know. Just give
Oh,
us some
they
money.
probably gave it to Monica because like she kind of
Oh,
but that doesn't make sense in Singapore.
Uh,
wedding. What is it? Wedding gift.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know what it
honestly,
is.
wedding gift. But that was actually that's really nice. You know, like with Denver's dad,
Mhm.
Nairobi and Tokyo, all of them you think they could survive. Like with Denver's dad, like they were digging like hell to get to the other side so that they can get him a medical team. So like you really think like, oh, there's so much the suspense is really done really well.
No, and they
Like
killed Nairobi. They shot her, so why would they kill her again? Remember
yeah, it's kind of
in
like an
the
Iron
fourth
Man, you know,
season?
like
Yeah.
he got stabbed by Thanos and then he actually died later. So like yeah, even when Gandia had her head through the door, like even then I didn't expect her to die. I thought like they'll find a way, but he actually executed her. So they really hold the suspense really well. It's not like you see something happen, you're just like, oh, they're gone, it's over. Like you really till the last second you still hold out hope that they will survive. And that's really well done by the show. Yeah.
And I have one last question to round us all off. Since Mr. Kwan loves talking about finance, I'd be remiss if we didn't. Part of the fun of this show is thinking about, the strategy behind it, right? The cat and mouse game. So I have to ask, who do you guys think is an asset and who's a liability on the team or on any of the hostages, right? Because in my mind, I was thinking they should have really got rid of Arturo and Gandia. Like they were just putting risk to the whole team. No, like Arturo, they didn't need him. They had the governor of Spain. They should have like tied him up or something. He was the biggest asset they had, and they lost him. Couldn't they get someone else to, send Arturo on his way? Why did it have to be the bank? They lost the governor. They really fucked up over there. Should have kept it in a room or something. You do not lose the governor. Idiots. And Arturo, as soon as he went in the vault, they should have just kicked him out of the vault. Like,
Yeah,
fuck off.
yeah, that would have been really funny. Just like, Torito, no, 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 go out.
Sure,
No
I
one
mean, they
is.
should have done that. Look what he did. He messed up Stockholm. He strained the relationship between Denver and Stockholm. Yeah, just kick them out. Those two, and Gandia is the biggest liability of them all. Especially, Palermo has a lot on his plate because he let Gandia free, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
He has a lot, but he
stupid.
really fucked up there. That was the dumbest thing I've seen. It's like, you want to get out? I need control of him. Like, the fuck? Just, you want the goal. Just, focus on the damn thing. There's no time for egos, but something humanity. So for me, the asset that they really fucked up over was the governor of the
The
bank,
Bank of Governors.
the bank of governors. They got the whole board. The-
the
but
governor of
the
Bank
the two
of
biggest
Spain.
Yes.
liabilities were Gandia and Arturo. But on the team, was there anyone you would kick out? Stockholm? Nah. But
No,
now
no, that's the thing. Another thing that I really fanboying over this Money Heist, but it's the fact that all of them are
useful.
useful. They all do something. Like it's not like like when Rio was drilling, you can't think of anybody who wasn't doing anything. Everybody was trying to get in
You
there.
didn't have anyone just on their iPhone scrolling. Oh, did I very
Yeah,
good?
just on Instagram or something, just like like everybody was at least Stockholm. Yeah, she just got high as a kite, but that one was her stupidity lah. But like everyone's trying. There's nobody that's not trying.
Useless.
Yeah, so everyone to me is good. But I agree with you the Arturo thing. Like yeah, they
He
should
did
have
a lot
really
of
kicked him
damage.
out.
Well done to him. He did a lot of damage.
No, with hindsight, yeah, the second he came in, you should have just knocked him out. But
Can't everything.
but it was more like the more the merrier, you know, like the more hostage. This is just another hostage to add to the collection. But really, he's just
No, you
like
still have a lot. You have 60.
yeah, but like yeah, but if
What's
you
one
were
more?
in that situation, yeah, you just be like, okay, I'll take you lah. But yeah, he did a lot of damage that
Well done,
that
Arturo.
yeah, and not like even in the previous heist, like he in the end isn't very he's a coward lah. Like when he has the guns and he has everything, he'll whoa. But then the second you point a gun, he's like, "Ooh," so they're just like, oh, he's just yeah, he won't do anything. So they probably just brought him in like, okay lah, let's add another one to the pool of hostages. But
So they thought
with
he was an
hindsight,
asset.
yeah,
So they
with
were.
hindsight, you should have chucked him, but nobody would know until
I would say
this happened.
Tamayo at this point for the government is a liability. Just kick him out already. They someone should have known that they had leverage over him. They should have been like, okay, Tamayo, bye. We don't need you.
No, but
Yeah.
it will just be an endless cycle because they replace him, then the professor will find something on the next leader, and then they replace that leader, they
That
find
buys them
another.
time. Unless if Tamayo goes out, then they just send in the military and game over.
Yeah, that's another thing. They could really just send the military in. Like I'm really surprised that no one questioned Tamayo. They're just like, okay, he says don't go in, we're not going in. But
No, because he said, "Are you
what?
getting orders from the president?" Oh, let me check.
No, don't forget everything happened within an hour. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So we never know. You never know what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah, there's no
But how-
time to react. Yeah.
How about you, Kwa? Do you wanna let's call you Coach Kwa? Anyone who's should be kicked off the team? How you change the main core? What are you gonna do?
I think yeah, my liabilities are same as you, Arturo, and the other guy. Now
Gandia?
that's
Yeah.
I think I can add on the assets. Of course, I would think my top two assets first is Tokyo. Of course,
Oh, she's good.
I think she's gone, but it's a kamikaze thing. She killed. I think
Gandia, good kill, good kill.
yeah. Hopefully
Good
she
kill.
managed to take out all of the army. At least it will buy them, I say, five minutes at least for the rest of the team to run to the gold
Safety.
mine. Yeah, not the safety. I think it should be to the gold mine, to the
There's nowhere else to
basement.
run. Up, down, up,
Yeah.
gone, left, right, gone. The only way up is down.
Yeah,
Literally.
and always don't forget to give the gold miner credit. That yeah, he will be the hero. Like
Without him, they're just useless.
without him, what else can they do? Nothing. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, the next episode, you would see them running down to underground to the gold mine area, and it would take like 2 episodes for them to do so.
at this pace, right?
Yeah.
I would say Lisbon also. She's the smartest person on that team because she knows how the CNI thinks, and she gave some really good plans or pointers. The handcuff thing I thought was just genius. But
Yeah, and Nairobi, they actually lost a really big asset when Nairobi died because she even from the first heist
she
to
could
this
control
heist,
the situation.
she's the person in charge of the loot, you know. She gets the money
Yeah.
printed and she gets the gold going, but without like that hit, they're kind of like blindly doing gold. And like even with Palermo, when he went down to tell them stop making gold, we need to get the gold that we have out, and they were just like no, it's fine, we give us a while longer. Like they really don't care. Like Nairobi could really control the
Yeah.
They really
process
fucked up with the
really
hostages.
well.
That was another fuck up.
Huh?
The arms resist the whole hostage situation. How Arturo managed to get the guns. They didn't think about the vault where they stash all the weapons. That was a big fuck up on their part.
No, but it's just Arturo and the governor who want to get out. Like the other hostages are just kind of
The
like,
chill.
yeah, they're pretty chill. They're just like, okay, you want us to go out, we go out lah. If you want us to stand here, we stand here lah. But the only two that really was like, come, let's take the guns, let's go. Is Arturo. So like, and they were busy trying to stop Bogota from killing Gandia. So yeah, oh my god, yeah, that was a
Yeah, you
mess
should
up,
just
right?
chop off his legs. Why not?
Why not?
Chop off his legs and arms and just send him on his way. You wanted him alive, right? Why or just sew his mouth or something, or cut his tongue. Yeah, why didn't they just do that?
Not like no, there's a
Stop
lot
him
of
from talking. Stop him from talking. You do not
yeah,
want that man
but
to talk.
yeah, they just yeah, Arturo is really just a
I would say this
catalyst.
was this was his best moment yet. I think him finally rising up. Like, although he's a sexual harasser, yeah, he's a bit. He's don't never forget he's a dick. I was like, okay, good for him. He at least did something and managed to get out in that
No,
regard.
but
The
yeah, I
governor,
was
he
really
wasn't
sad
useless.
actually when Arturo
He
came
died.
back in the when he jumped back into the vault. I was hoping he would just I didn't like him in the I know he's meant to be irritating, but he was really irritating in the first heist. I was like, please, there's no more Arturo in the next heist. That's one good thing. And then he jumped in. I was like, why? He's back. He's coming for another round. And then yes, he caused havoc again. So like, oh well.
Well, he's
Well,
about
now
to
they
sell.
know if you see anyone named Arturo, it's just like, oh hell no.
At least he's about to sell more books now. So, well done.
Oh yeah, well done.
When he wakes up, he's gonna be happy. He's like, yeah, I saved 3 people by getting myself. Ooh.
I saved 3 people. Yes.
The
Yeah,
governor, but
he's such an idiot. Like he's gonna write like 10 books about how he saved 3 people. And he didn't even save them. They just got caught in the end, right? Oh no,
one
they get us.
one book for every hour he was there.
No,
But yeah,
why is he gonna write about like this the part where he tried to rape a girl? He's just like, all right, hour, don't know what, I was really horny. So like I just he's such an idiot. Yeah, the
he's
guy
the
is
worst. But yeah, does
he's literally the
anyone have
worst.
any wrap up thoughts about Volume 2? What they can't wait to see in that one?
Uh
I'm gonna wait to Mr. Kwa first.
Okay, let me refresh my memories. Because I binge watched everything in 5 hours non-stop. And okay,
The magic of
just-
editing.
okay, I'll go first.
yeah, Justin.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah, so I really I didn't have much expectations for this season, unlike Kwa. Like I really was I didn't really expect anything. I just wanted to see the main thing to me was just how does this
How they
end? I
get
just
out.
really wanted to know. And the thing that they really the thing that really saved the thing was the fact that they told us that they're getting the gold out through the sewer. That's all I needed. I just needed to know what's
The
the
plan.
plan. And yeah, just for this final season, I just hope that they end it nicely, like just how like for not only for the heist but for the characters, so that yeah, if they can wrap everyone up nicely just like how they did for Tokyo, that would be an absolute win. Yeah, but hopefully they can stick the landing.
An absolute win.
Yeah, because there's so many
It's
shows
easier
where
said than done.
where they end it, like the ending is just left
Yeah.
not done well. Like they build and build and build, and then in the end it doesn't end nicely. So I hope so much that they end Money Heist nicely, because it's been perfect from the start till now. The problems, even like when we do, all of us, like we talked about the problems, they're all so small and meaningless. So
Not in my
like
part, but not for
yeah,
me. But a
yeah,
good
but
ending can really save the whole thing. Essentially, it
yeah,
can. If you
Yeah.
start with a high note, end with a high note, no one really cares about the middle.
Yeah.
it just wraps it
totally
all
agree.
nicely up and finish it nicely.
I really hope they end in season 6 and not
I think
like
it's
extend.
technically it's season 5 part 1 and part 2. So season 6 implies that a whole other thing, right? Because
You mean like
technically,
so? Wait, so season 5 is the last season, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
according to
I don't think there will be a season 6 because
I don't think so.
you don't think so, right?
I think they
Because
said it's the final one, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, they better end here because
No, but
if you like you either die as a legend or you live long enough to be a villain. Because
you know what movie that's from? I'll give you
why?
10 ringgit. I'll transfer you 10 ringgit if you know where that quote is from.
$10, $10.
I will give you 10 because I'm so I'm 100% sure you're blanking on it. I will put in 10 US greenback dollars if you can tell me what movie that quote is from.
Come on, Kwa.
Okay, okay.
No,
Star Wars.
no, Batman
No.
being
Okay,
Superman, The
okay,
Dark Knight.
give him 3
No, but-
tries. Okay, one try
Uh,
was Star
eh,
Wars. No, at least get the
yeah,
universe right or something.
yeah.
Or
say it?
like
But
Oh, I didn't hear
anyways,
it good.
back to my
Yeah.
money.
Anyways,
I think like the reason why I think so is because it's not so much about the heist that we are
not the characters.
that yeah, it's about the characters. The few main characters are basically like Nairobi, Tokyo, and Berlin are gone. Who so the what's left is Denver and Rio, and then like some sub characters. Like there's not much.
Everyone's
Like
gone.
yeah,
Professor
everyone's
lost a lot of
gone.
his family.
Yeah, so if you will put a whole new team in it, I don't think people
Watch
would
it. Mm.
yeah
Tokyo's child, Nairobi's
yeah.
child.
Yeah, that one. No, because like you said, the whole thing was narrated by
Tokyo.
Tokyo. So to me it's kind of like Tokyo was really is the main character. So now that she's gone,
It's the first one we meet.
yeah,
She's the
it's
first one
time
we
to
meet. Yeah.
yeah, so
Very
it's
sad.
time to it's yeah, no, I'm so sure it's the like please like they better not make another one. Like it's so perfect, like don't touch it already. It's
So I'm
yeah
really
with
curious who's going to be the narrator for the next one. My soul is now
uh
talking. Ooh.
they don't really need a narrator. Like a lot of the episodes where it's gone
It's not
completely
much
without
narrative.
narrator.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
it's
yeah,
fine. Like it can go on without her, but like should it go on without her is another thing.
nah.
Like
I just want to bring up
yeah.
something interesting. Technically, there's only been 2 seasons of Money Heist.
yeah like two
2
plots,
main heists.
No,
two
but like,
heists.
so I guess I'm giving them some credit because I always said like, oh, too long, but in actuality, they really just actually classify it as 2 seasons, and the other things are parts. So okay, that's fair. A nice 2 season show. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's gonna
technically.
end on. So yeah, anyone have anything else to add, Mr. Kwa?
Mm, not really. No, I'm just impressed
Happy.
that they filmed this during the pandemic. You know.
Oh yeah, no, to be fair, they film a lot of things during the pandemic. For some reason, Hollywood just keeps on rolling.
Yeah, but no, I do need to say that the action and
Yeah, it's
the
always technically the show is
cinematography and all that
impressive.
is yeah, it's really well done.
It's sometimes always the writing. It's always yeah. When they flash back too much or it just yeah. The technically the show is impressive as hell. And if you're watching it on it's a big screen experience. You can't watch it on like a
Yeah,
tiny
and
little.
yeah, and also how they bring Nairobi and Berlin, like they it's not like they are in the heist, they're dead, but like the
And the
fact that they
flashbacks are nice.
still yeah they flash they're still in the story because they were really important and uh yeah, and people still want to see them. Is they were good characters, and just
But
because they died doesn't mean
we
you don't get to
really need
see
to
them.
see Berlin again, really. But okay, fine. If you can tie it in nicely, we'll see. Yeah.
And speaking about that, guess what do the two main characters that died have in common? Tokyo and Berlin, like
They
the
sacrifice
cities.
themselves.
No,
Oh, the
the countries.
World
The
War
country.
Two. I don't know.
Yeah, we want to
Wait, who's next? Tokyo, Japan, Germany, and then
Berlin.
Italy.
We need an
I
Italy.
The
think I
X,
think it's just both
the
of them.
Axis
I think.
powers, the
Yeah.
Axis. So we need an Italian. Want to go off? Where's the Italian?
Where's the Italian? No,
To
but
be fair,
what's the capital of Italy actually?
Rome.
Oh my god. Rome.
who's
Yeah, Rome.
Rome? Oh, Plan Rome. Ah, okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, she yeah, but it's a
I
small
don't know
thing.
why we are. Looking at
we're finding like connections where there isn't. It's just what a coincidence. Yeah, but
and I
yeah.
guess with that note, it's just important to remind everyone that fascism is bad. Okay, just a reminder. I think we can all agree on that. So yeah, thank you all for joining us on this episode of What You Think. Please rate us on Apple Podcasts. Keep on listening to us. Engage with us on our various social media platforms. Leave us a comment on YouTube and all that good stuff. And with that, this is Momo signing off for Jang and our good friend Mr. Kwa, which I'm gonna just ask him. Do you have anything that you'd like to plug to the one person listening to this show?
That one
Or
person.
maybe none.
That one person.
Where can people find you?
Right. I do have a channel called Investing with Kwa, and which I talk about investing. And if you
And
like to,
completely wrong on inflation.
no, I just love to discuss with people about investing or finance or economics. Just hit me up. I'm not as in like romantically, but like talking to me as I love to make new friends. Yeah, I'm a very friendly guy. Hit me up. I'm Brooklyn. I'm Brooklyn. Okay.
How about you went from creepy to weird to
So,
annoying about stonks? But anyway, thank you all for
awkward
joining
times.
us.
Awkward is not awkward. Just like negative times negative is positive.
And there's always three causes of inflation according to
Okay.
textbook: cost push, demand
Okay.
pull, and
Yes,
printing money. There's nothing else. Thank you for joining us. Bye
you
bye.
can edit the last part. Okay.